Hey class, welcome back. We have a short lesson to get into today. We'll be talking about the Islamic Golden Age and the calendar systems. Essentially, this was a time when people were leveling up in science, math, and medicine. Plus, we're talking about how people kept track of time. No clocks, just the moon and the sun. Let's get into it. I'll pause this part of the video so that you can write this down. Okay, so here's a big cue for today. How did people from the Islamic Golden Age give the world a major upgrade, and how did they even know what time it was without our modern calendars? Let's find out how they kept things running smoothly, ancient style. Our objective, today's mission, is pretty clear. We're going to learn how people from the Islamic Golden Age basically leveled up math, science, and art, and how they figured out time without iPhones or watches. So get ready for some big brain moves. First and second period, go ahead and scan the QR code. Scan the QR code, scan the QR code. Third period, you'll be writing your response in your notebook. The question will be the next slide, so give it a moment. I'll pause this part of the video so that you guys can scan the QR code. Okay, perfect. So, our question, how do you think people figured out time before clocks? How do you think people figured out time before clocks? Drop your answers. Let's hear what you think. You have less than a minute to be short answer. Okay, let's pause the video so that we can talk about it as a class. Alright, wonderful. Let's talk about some of the major achievements during this time. So, this whole unit we've been talking about the Islamic Empire, and we've talked about some of the impressive things that they've been able to contribute to society. Now, here's where it gets good. During the Islamic Golden Age, people were popping off with next level inventions. Algebra, yup. That came from these guys. They even upgraded navigations to perform astronomy research, which was like an ancient GPS. In medicine, they wrote books that are still influencing how doctors do their thing today. And it was like everyone was just dropping information left and right. This was the era where Muslim, Jewish, and Christian scholars worked together. So imagine they all had TikTok back then, and they collaborated, right? They did a collab, and it would have been trending worldwide. I'll pause this part of the video so that you can write this down. Perfect. Let's talk about time. Let's go ahead and talk about time. The Islamic calendar used the moon, while the Gregorian calendar, the one that we use today, is all about the sun. The Chinese calendar, well, they were flexing with both. It's like the original calendar war, right? Who's going to track time the best? So I want you guys to be able to decipher and differentiate between the different calendars. I'll pause this part of the video so that you can write this down. Okay? So here's what you need to write down. The Islamic Golden Age, it gave us algebra. It gave us medicine and a lot more. Calendars, yeah, from different cultures, right? They used different systems, and it was all really based on what worked for them. Okay, whether it was the moon, the sun, or even both. I'll pause this part of the video so that you can write this down. Okay, let's talk about the wrap up. So, today we saw how the Islamic Golden Age was basically like the ancient world's TikTok. It was full of viral knowledge drops and calendars, right? People really got creative, and they started to use the moon or sun to track time. So this makes me wonder, which calendar would you have used, right? When we think about different cultures and their thought process. We want to be able to understand why, and we want to be able to relate and see if we would use the same systems or structure. Hopefully you learned something new today. Does anyone have any questions in class? Okay, let's continue. So for our classwork, we'll be doing the Golden Age stations. So we finished our unit pretty early, so we'll have a couple of activities to do in the classroom today. It's going to be really fun and engaging, so don't worry, I'll give you more instructions in class. For those at home, make sure you like and comment. Bye everyone.